loved, adored, cherished, valued. Oh my God. Eclectic and eccentric, absurd, beautiful creatures, aren't they? Just because it's hard for the world or hard for people in general doesn't mean you can't still have a love life. Oh my God. That's when love knocks on your front door. Knock, knock. And it's starting right now. Hi, everyone. It's Meredith, your evolutionary astrologer, and I have a really special video for you today. I am going to be talking about love predictions for all 12 zodiac signs for the rest of summer 2025. We're going to take this till about the end of September because we have something here in Seattle called the Indian summer, and that means summer stretches all the way through the end of September. Don't just think of this as romantic sexual love. What I'm going to talk about are love predictions for all 12 signs on what days, what weeks, what time periods. It's going to be different for each sign. Can you expect to feel in love with your life, just loved, adored, cherished, valued, or you could also attract new love, ushering out the old and attracting into your life a new lover. Yeah, but it's not just about attracting lovers. Even if you're married, watch this because these are your best love times for the summer of 2025 for all 12 zodiac signs. And some might be short, like blip, you got nothing. No, I would of course never do that. Somebody's got something somewhere, right? And other signs, I might have more to say about it. I thought I would sport Morgan Fairchild vibes today, right? Like with the big old hair. Yeah, this is what happens when you do hot yoga and you don't wash your hair every day. Anyways, we're going to talk about this. We're going to dive in and it is going to be so much fun. So you can listen for your sun sign, your moon sign, your Venus sign, or your rising sign. You will have up to 4 different signs, possibly, if those planets are all in different signs to listen to. It's going to be fun. I do want to say that I'm videotaping this in July for you. I'll be giving you the dates as we go. I want to start out with Aries. Do you want to take a little look at Aries? What's going on with Aries? Aries has Saturn in its sign, right? And also Neptune. This could actually be the serious lover. Not joking. And this is going to last for a really, really long time, but they stay in conjunction together for the next 9 months until April 2026. Let me tell you, Aries, with Saturn and Neptune there, you can find unconditional love. You can feel really loved and you can find literally Saturn conjunct Neptune, the devoted, the loyal Saturn, right? The promise keeper love. I think you're going to step into a higher responsibility around love, right? Because if somebody's loving you really, really well, hopefully you're reciprocating. If you like this video, will you please like it? Literally thumbs up it and also send it to somebody who you think would love to hear it and leave me a comment, okay? Because I will do a whole series on this. I have not done this video for you before, but if you like it, let me know and I'll do more. I'll do one for the winter. I'll do them quarterly. I have a feeling that you're going to experience real loyalty, like the kind of love where somebody would rescue you, save you, might die for you. That's very Saturn conjunct Neptune, if you will. But I'm just going to give you a little teaser. And that is next April 9th, 2026. Mars moves into Aries and it sits at the 0 degrees Aries and it sits right smack in that sandwich. It has Mars, Neptune, and Saturn all clustered together. Now, in the big picture, in the real world, do I like that? Not really. But for you, Aries, for you, especially if your moon is here or your Venus is here, oh my God. Or if this is your rising sign or your sun sign, that is sexual, hot, passionate, loyal love. Oh my God. This is so exciting. I can barely handle it. And you have Pluto in Aquarius, all talking to that stellium, that Neptune, that Saturn, that Mars. And Pluto is also representative of our sexuality. It can be sex and Mars too. This is very, very exciting. For the next 9 months, make the most of it. Keep your heart wide open because I think you're going to see that even though the chart has some really difficult aspects for Aries, I think you're going to benefit from either meeting somebody who's really, really spectacular, like the real deal, marriage material. This is not fly by the night, lovers, hot sex. No. And it's starting right now. This is exciting. And you have this long transit. So I want you to go out to the summer concerts and I want you to go out to the markets and go to the baguette fair and, ask a handsome stranger or a really kind stranger, what's their opinion on their favorite baguette? Do you like the Italian loaf? Do you like the rosemary? Do you like the mushroom garlic? What do you like? Go to a pickup game of pickleball. right, Aries, and ask if you can be on the cute person's team. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, Taurus, I'm going to tell you your opportunity is kind of funny because it's inside Mercury in retrograde, but you could step into feeling really appreciated and loved. You could meet somebody easily. Like, I'm going to make a love prediction here. You could actually meet a new lover or meet somebody who you might want to have a fling with, or meet a new best friend that you feel really loved by. Or, your parents who never said, I love you, might say, I love you, or I'm sorry, or you might get a loving apology. Or you might have a new grandchild and they enter this world like, Grandma, I love you. It's just very, very sweet. But this could bring in also an improved quality inside your already existing love relationship. This is inside Mercury in retrograde, and hopefully you guys watched that video. So this is a little bit tricky, and I don't really want you to plant seeds or high expectations between now, which is July 7th and August 5th. One of the reasons why it's a really great time is because Mars, the planet of sexuality, is on that south node. So it's hovering that south node. It's crossing over. It could be somebody from your past also, and it could be somebody who's not good for you long term, so forgive me. And that's just until August 5th. We're going to talk about it going through September. It's that Mars is in Virgo, and it goes really, really well with Taurus. It just goes super well with Taurus. I also think if you catch an Earth moon, right, like Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus night, you better be going out if you're looking for someone, if you're looking for a partner. Okay, now if you want to skip that altogether because you want the real deal or nothing at all, right? Mars is going to enter Libra around August 6th. So I wanted you to catch that Mars energy. But I just want to tell you something spectacular. So you guys know that I love the planetary combinations of Aquarius and Sagittarius, and equally so, or maybe second, it's my second pick, is Cancer and Taurus. It's just a great combination. It's absolutely fantastic. Anyways, Cancer energy is in Venus and Jupiter, and it's conjunct. What's really cool is between August 4th and August 24th, we have that Venus conjunct Jupiter in Cancer, which Taurus loves. And I also want to say, Taurus, you then are also benefiting from, like around the 22nd of August, you're benefiting from the sun and the moon in Virgo and also the south node. You're also benefiting from the north node. So that's the service access. So you could really find a charming love life right now. Your love life could really be ignited. You could meet somebody who is big and generous and intimate and actually asks you questions about you like, oh, I'm so fascinated in you. I mean, when did you hear that last? Like, oh, you're just so riveting and fascinating. And oh my gosh, I just have to know all about you. I need to know everything, right? You really do have some love potential between now and August 24th. I know the Mercury in retrograde, but it's fantastic. After August 24th, you have that whole month with the sun in Virgo all the way until September 21st. You have Venus in Virgo, you have the South Node in Virgo, you have the Sun in Virgo, and then Venus just moves into Virgo, which Taurus loves. But I really love those Cancerian placements. So I am telling you, it looks very promising. Of course, you should pay attention to the hard aspects, but just because it's hard for the world or hard for people in general doesn't mean you can't still have a love life. And I think you're going to feel really loved, valued, and appreciated and served. Like you got served. Oh, wait, not that kind of served. We don't want that kind of served. We want, breakfast in bed service, please. Ding, where you ring the little bell. Does that happen? Is that happening in your home? You just ring a little bell and your mate comes running in a little apron. Breakfast, French toast. Yeah. Okay, Gemini, July 4th through September 19th, your world is rocking. Let me tell you why. First, you get Venus in Gemini. Hello. Can you say, I am loved, I am worth it? And then it moves into Cancer and you get that big boost. You get that big giant boost with Jupiter. And I know Cancer and Gemini don't really go great together, but I will just tell you, everybody's going to get a little boost. So that's a bonus. Then it moves into Leo. Hello. And it stays there until September 18th. And when it's in Leo, it is just fabulous for Gemini. And of course, Gemini absolutely loves Venus in Gemini. And it's going to move, Venus is going to move out of Cancer and into Leo on August 25th. Mercury's out of retrograde. I hate to say it though, Venus is opposing Pluto. on August 25th. Venus is opposing Pluto. Let's give it just a couple of days to get off of Pluto's marker, right? Because Venus moves relatively fast. And, give it 5 days. I'm telling you, this could be really, really intense and super, super fun for you. It could also be a little bit, if you meet them right away, like in July, they could be a little bit different or quirky or unique or go both ways or something, because you have that Venus-Uranus connection. And that is eclectic and eccentric and like somebody who loves to communicate about, the absurd. It can also be somebody highly intelligent. Geminis do not like dummies. No, big secret. Geminis need a smarty pants. Yeah, they like to talk. They like dirty talk too. They like to communicate. Okay, Cancer, you're making everybody jealous because you've got Jupiter. You've got Jupiter in your sign and everybody is jealous. And if you have a Cancer moon, this is huge, huge emotions. And I think you could really attract somebody who is super optimistic. On July 31st, Venus moves into Cancer. And this is exciting. This is so exciting. But be careful of the Mercury in retrograde, right? Like be really, really careful. Like the seeds might not plant for a super long time. But let's get to the good news. That Venus stays in Cancer, which is your love sign, till August 24th. You do get to benefit from it. It's really exciting. You also got the portals, my friend. You have that South Node in Virgo and that North Node in Pisces, and your soul loves that. And that's the service access. So you could really benefit from meeting somebody for your future self or meeting somebody, who you already know with that Virgo. At the end of August, around the 22nd, when the sun moves into Virgo, you love that. That August 24th is so exciting still. Let me just say, it's exciting because you've got that Venus in Cancer until August 24th. Then what's fun is on August 22nd, so it overlaps, you get the sun in Virgo for the next 30 days until the very end of September. And I'm telling you, are you doing a moon tracker? You know how I'm doing the predictions now for the months using the moon? I want you to figure out, when is there a Taurus moon? When is there a Virgo moon? When is there a Pisces moon? When is there a Cancer moon? Even a Scorpio moon? Because that is when, during these days between July, August, and the end of September, because it's when you get a good moon sign along with what I just told you. Oh my God, that's when love knocks on your front door, knock, knock. And guess what? It is not going to be the Uber Eats driver. No, it's not. It's not going to be. But opportunity is going to knock for love. You're going to feel very deeply connected to people who you love. You're going to attract new love. You might even bring in old love, and you could really spice up your current love. Yes, this is exciting. Everybody's jealous. Okay, Leos, this is exciting. On August 26th, that's when Venus moves into Leo, and it is going to stay there in your love planet, your love sign. It's going to be so exciting. You're going to feel adored. You're going to feel in love with yourself, with your life, with your creative hobbies, with the way in which you have set up your life, and you're going to feel loved by other people. This is also a time when you can attract genuine love into your life, when you're going to just glow. You're going to have a massive glow up, and it's going to stay there until the end of September, September 18th. I know it's not long enough, but take what you can get. Take what you can get, my friends. It's really quite lovely for you because you've got the Leo sun. I know you have to deal with that little Mercury in retrograde, but Mars is in Libra, and that Mars in Libra, wow, can bring very, very attractive people into your life. August 7th, all the way until September 21st, you've got that Mars in Libra. And let me tell you, Leos and Libras, wow, they are two fabulous, gorgeous, beautiful creatures, aren't they? Oh my God. You could meet a Leo or a Libra at this time, but Leos, I just want to tell you that just creates this magical confetti concoction, right? Like a little love tonic for your heart and soul. And you could really be chosen. You could be picked. You could be chosen. You could be wanted. You could be desired. You could be truly loved. And you could also really deepen the love that you already have in your life. But people want a piece of you. Yes, they do. Yum-alicious. This is an exciting time. I think people are jealous of your love life as well. Don't be surprised if you meet somebody who just really knocks your socks off. Is that good enough for you? Yeah. I want you to say hi to strangers, not the ones that you're not attracted to. Just say hi, test out the waters, keep your heart open, keep your mind open, and make sure you look around a little bit subtly. Be kind of cool, be observant, know where you're going, know your environment. Okay. Because this is a really good opportunity for you to find love in your life. Virgos, Virgo rising, Virgo moons, Virgo sun, Virgo Venus. Okay, this is really fun. September 19th. I know I said I was only going to go through September, but what I love about this day is that you have a new moon coming up on the 20th, but you've got the moon in Virgo conjunct Venus, conjunct the vertex. Yeah, people. Virgos, get your buns out there, shake your booty on September 19th. I mean, dress to impress, like really work. What are you doing, Virgos? What are you doing? Even if you have Mars in Virgo, just harness this. This is your day. So the 19th, the 20th, the 21st, Venus is in Virgo for quite a while into October. This isn't my fall video yet, but I'll just whisper it to you till October 13th. I also like that you get Mars in Scorpio in October. Anyways, that's for the next video. You got to come back and watch that. Okay, let's talk about Libra. Okay, Libras. Moon, rising, sun, Mars, Venus. A little bit tough for you, just to be honest, just for the summer. It's not awful. It's not terrible when the sun moves into Leo. You've got 30 fabulous days right there. And that's fun. That's going to bring a lot of vitality and a lot of fun around that July 21st, 22nd, when that sun moves into Leo. Yay, you're on fire. And I would say make the most of it. Now, Mercury's in retrograde, so you have to keep that in mind. But what I was going to tell you is starting on the 4th of July and going all the way through July 30th, what I love about that is Venus is in Gemini and it goes really well into your Libra signs. Saying that, I think this is fun, flirtatious, good times, having fun with your current lover, talking about your love, expressing love, hearing about the people who love you, hearing about your goodness, your meaningfulness in their lives. And so this is sweet, but I don't think this is going to be long-term, planting the seeds of lifelong love. I think this is going to be a little bit more casual or even platonic, or the love that you find inside of friendships or family or siblings or cousins or aunts or uncles. You might be even honored in a way to communicate your love for somebody else in a toast or a eulogy or in a card. But love expressions are going to happen. But I just want to be honest with you, Libra. And trust me, I'm crying along with you because I want my love bucket full, right? But that doesn't mean that you can't have great love days. Let me tell you what you're going to do in a case like this. What you're going to do is track the moon. And when you get a good moon to the Libra part of your chart or to your own moon, that is a good day for love, affection, appreciation. Yeah. Does that help? Yeah. Okay, Scorpio, while things are not perfect, when are they, right? Because you've got Pluto, for so long squaring your Scorpio planets. But we're not going to dwell on that. That's not the point of this video. You have amazing love aspects. And so until July 21st, you have that sun in Cancer. And that's really lovely for you, Scorpio. You benefit, my sweet friend, from the portals. And so you could really have heavenly love, practical love. You could have deep, practical, when I say practical, I kind of mean like secure, safe, grounded, intelligent, right? Love in your life right now. And somebody who really wants to take care of you. And I know Scorpios don't always love being taken care of, at least not overtly, but kind of covertly you do. And so with that North Node in Pisces and that South Node in Virgo, we still have quite a bit of time with that. This is through September. So it's definitely going to be there through September. You get that benefit. And so that's why that Cancer sun and the portals, they work out great. But this is where everybody is so envious of the water signs. And you, my Scorpio friend, is because you get Jupiter in Cancer and you get it, until next year. It's still at the early degrees, the first 10 degrees. But with that Jupiter, it's going to bring you love that nurtures the heart and soul because it's in Cancer. It's going to bring you intimacy. I don't want you to just think of that as sexual intimacy, although it can be that, but it's going to deepen your sexual experience and make it deeply, deeply intimate, meaningful. And you've got the benefit of Mars in Virgo. That's like the car mechanic who knows what they're doing under the hood. Yeah, so you'll like that Mars in Virgo, and you get that for quite a while. It's going to be really exciting, and it could even bring in a past lover. Wouldn't you love it for the past lover to come in all salivating and groveling just so you can have them one more time to just break them? It sounds so awful and good, right? That Mars in Virgo is happening all the way through August 5th, and it's hovering around that south node. So you could have past lovers come in. Let's make sure they're, if they're not worth it, I kind of wouldn't be surprised because Mercury's in retrograde, but you could still have fun, right? I will tell you though, in all sincerity, I think this is a very loving time for your family, for you, and even self-love, self-care, and nurturing yourself and making time for you, giving to you that which you want. Don't forget, like I've told the other people, the moon tracker, track the moon. If you're not looking up the moon every day, you could also just for ease, you could get my report called Your Daily Horoscope for the next 365 days. And that will tell you where the moon is, and that will go in more deeply to transits that you'll be experiencing. But Scorpio, you got it pretty good with the exception of that Pluto. And I don't envy that Pluto, but it's quite a good time for you to feel loved and to feel nurtured and to deepen your relationships. On July 31st, when Venus moves into Cancer, and, it is going to pop up next to Jupiter until August 24th. And I know there's a Mercury retrograde in there, but that is such a profound, powerful, potent time for you to find love. I'm really, really excited. Yeah. And then you also then look for a day when you get a Virgo moon and boom, it's pretty serious. Sag, honestly, you've got to wait. I know, wah, wah. And you might not even feel that appreciated or loved. I hope you do. I hope you do. I hope you do. You kind of got to wait for that Venus to pop into Leo. And what's interesting is on that September 18th, you get the moon in Leo and Venus in Leo. And that's kind of a cool day for you. That's a really, really good day for you because you also got Mars in Libra, and Sagittarius love Leos. Oh my God, they love their Leos, Leo lunch, and they like their Libra lunch too. So that's really a delicious sandwich. But that date in particular is not a great day, but it does work for Sagittarius's love life. I hope you're doing something fabulous. I hope you are. I want to give you just one more little tiny nugget. I want to roll a little nugget down Sagittarius's hill. Why? Because they like more, more, and more. Yeah. I'm going to tell you that you might see a shift in people paying attention to you, people being sweet to you. Like, what is going on? Are you drinking something? What is happening? On August 6th, that Mars goes into Libra and it stays there for quite a bit. You want to capture it. You want to catch it. You want to catch the end of that rainbow before Mars turns into Scorpio. I know Mars loves being in Scorpio, but Sagittarius doesn't love Mars being in Scorpio until about September 22nd. Woohoo. So you got to wait a little bit. Yeah. And that Jupiter, in Cancer for Sagittarius kind of bugs. It's just like, God, the feelings are just so big and a little too much, and you might be quick to trigger. And yeah, everybody has their different relationships with the planets. In Sagittarius, you will have to report in for duty and leave me a comment. Let me know. If you guys would all share this video, like this video, please help me push this video out. I don't know why, but my channel is getting less views. It means the world to me. I really would appreciate it. And also, if you want to buy your gorgeous natal chart or your starter package, even better yet, if you're new to astrology, buy my starter package. It's a great place to start, right? You get your gorgeous natal chart. So it's all color coded. It's so beautiful. Anyways, you can go to shopsoulnavigation.com and you can find all my reports there. But I think you will love my starter package if you don't have it. And if you do have it, I highly recommend you get my advanced Astro Gold package and start working on understanding your progressions. Okay, Capricorns. Okay, my sweet friends, you guys kind of have it a little bit rough. Why? Because everything is quincunx are in opposition. And are you having fun? What are you doing? Are you going to the lake? Are you paddleboarding? What are you doing? Surfing the ocean? Are you finding shells on the beach? What are you doing? Playing with your dog? I'm just going to tell you a few things, okay? Jupiter is opposing your sun or your moon or your rising. So is the sun. You don't particularly love it in Leo. I'll tell you, I think you've got it fairly good with Mars in Virgo until August 7th. But Mercury is in retrograde. Dang it. And you don't particularly, love it until Venus gets up there into Virgo. And that's going to take a little bit of time. So you're going to have to do the moon tracker. And you could also get my report that says your daily horoscope for the next 365 days. So you could see if you have other really good aspects that can promote love. And I just don't want you to work yourself to death. And I don't want you to be underappreciated or undervalued right now. You've got the portals, you've got the South Node and the North Node to work with. So that does bring in divine connections. I like that. And then you have Venus in Virgo until August 7th. And then it moves into Libra, which Capricorn doesn't particularly love. So the sun doesn't always bring in romance, but it does bring in opportunities. On August 22nd, the sun moves into Virgo, and you are a little bit of a happier camper then, and you can attract into your life opportunities. I don't know if they're going to be world's greatest love, and we do have to look at your moon sign. And so listen for the other signs and see if you picked up some happier love transits, through those other signs. The sign of your rising sign, you should listen to that. You should listen to your moon sign. You should listen to your Venus sign. You should listen to your Mars sign even. Okay. Not just your sun sign. And don't get discouraged, because when that sun moves into Scorpio, things really pick up. You'll see. If you like this video, I'll do another video, and the fall is just a little bit better for Capricorn. Aquarius. Okay. Well, with the exception of that pesky Pluto, Pluto is just such stuck energy. It just barely moves, right? It just takes forever. Anyways, let's don't pay attention to that Pluto. Now that Uranus is in your brother sign of Gemini, that just creates like strange and surprising and lots of different energies, lots of changes. And I hope you did listen to my Uranus moving into Gemini video, because it's pretty important for Aquarius. Like, that's your homework assignment. However, I want to tell you, until July 30th, July 31st, you get Venus in Gemini, and that is super fun. That is so much fun. Again, you have to deal with Mercury in retrograde. So I don't know if it's like long lasting or forever. And also by the 30th, by the end of July, when the sun moves into Leo, it's not totally great for Aquarius. But you do get that Venus there until July 30th. And so you might receive mixed messages. You might have people that are really, really interested in you, and then they don't call. It's hard for that Venus in Gemini to really take root, right? But it's playful, it's fun, it's friendly. I think you'll find platonic friends. I think you might find a new best friend. You could be like me, where I made a new best friend at age like 55. And it was just so adorable and so cute. Maybe you guys have even met her, because she's come to my Zoom parties. Anyways, I just love her to pieces. And so you could really meet a new friend. You could meet a new group that you fall in love with. You could get even employees that you really love, and smart people that you love talking to. You could have really positive, good conversations, and especially until July 30th. And then, we need to wait for the fall a little bit for you. What I would do is I would track the moon. And when you have an Aquarius moon, Libra, Gemini, Sagittarius, or Aries moons, those are really, really, really good days for you. So you can go get my Void of Course moon tracker, because it will show you the different days of where the moon is at. But you could also get your daily horoscope for the next 365 days. That'd be really good for you. Okay, let's move on to our Pisces. Oh my God, Pisces. It's like a fairy tale. Are you in a fairy tale right now? The hardest part is that pesky Virgo, that Virgo part of the chart, which is, of course, the South Node. And also you have Mars in Virgo a little bit this summer. But let's don't pay attention to that quite yet, because on July 31st, you will feel a reboot and you will feel a shift, because Venus moves into Cancer, and that's your best buddy. That's your best friend. That's your best lover. And the Pisces Cancer relationship is so stinking sweet. It is just so thoughtful. Now, this is why everybody is so envious. And that's because you have the North Node in Pisces on your sun sign, or your moon, or your rising, or your Venus, or your Mars. And that's just not fair. We all have to wait. And that is so exciting. So you could bring in a divine soulmate, a fated love, opportunities, fated. Yeah, I know. I had to overemphasize that. I didn't want you to think that I said fated, like fade to fade, like your shirt faded. No, fate. Yeah, divine. It's exciting. Yeah, I know. I'm so happy for you. And can we all come to the wedding? Yeah. You're not going to just meet a lover, a random lover. No, you're meeting your significant soul mate, your deepest love connection with that North Node in Pisces, and then you have Jupiter in Cancer, and you have Venus in Cancer starting on July 31st. I know, I'm jealous, but you know what? You deserve it because I think you've paid your dues in the love department. Have you paid your dues? Will you leave me a comment and let me know? Please like and share this video so it can get pushed out. Please, please. Well, that Venus conjunct Jupiter is just going to be scrumptious. And yeah, I am super, super jelly. Yeah, until October 24th, you've got Venus in Cancer, and it's going to cross over that Jupiter. And that Jupiter-Venus conjunction is just going to, it's going to be interesting because you do have that South Node opposing in Virgo. And then when the sun moves into Virgo around the 22nd of August, I will say that there can be a little bit of a trick to it. Like you could be utterly exhausted. Maybe you're just going to be utterly exhausted from being up all night, right? Like love is a dangerous game and we get tired, love is an exhausting falling in love, you're up all night talking and you're sleep deprived and you're like, how am I going to go to work? Yeah. It's going to be fun for you, Pisces. This is going to be divine soulmate time. I am so excited. You guys, please, will you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already? And would you like this video and share it? Also, I would love to ask you to become a member. Please become a member. You get discounts on my master classes. I answer your questions. I have private videos for just you and a private library that if you become a super supporter on your third month, you get your daily horoscope for the next year for free, complimentary, and your gorgeous natal chart. If you subscribe for at least 3 months at the higher level, if not, the lower level puts 10 cents into my pocket. And I really appreciate it because it helps me keep the lights on and hire my editor. Thank you so much for being here with me wherever you are at in the world. I hope that you are well and happy and in love.